Hello, hello, hello. How you doing, Taurus? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Happy birthday, happy belated birthday, happy birthday to come. I hope you all enjoy your birthday. I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for your beautiful energy. I know y'all showing out on y'all birthday. I already know it. I already know y'all are showing out on y'all birthday. If your birthday ain't came, I know you done already started preparing yourself, okay? Taurus, I already know y'all preparing yourself, okay? I love you guys. Let's get started. Talk to me, Spirit. Let's see what's in your energy. Okay, some of you need to make sure that you're grounding, okay? It's very necessary that you ground yourself in order to keep yourself in alignment, right? To keep toxic things out of your system. And it is talking about grounding, making sure you're grounding. You're being asked to ground yourself. You've been spreading too much. You've been spending too much time in your head, okay? And it's time to pay attention to your body and to the earth. Go outside, plant your feet on the ground, and enjoy the centering feeling that brings to you, okay? You've been in your head too much. Some of you been in your head. You just been, you've been in overdrive, okay? Is what Spirit is saying. You've been in overdrive, Taurus. And Spirit guys gotta say, go outside, just plant your feet on the ground. You'd be surprised. I did that. I'm gonna tell you when I did that. My grandbaby had field day. And when I tell you that grass at the school is so, I don't know what kind of grass they use or whatever. Well, whatever it is very beautiful, right? I had on that day, I had on my tennis shoes and I had on my sneakers and my socks. And my daughter said, Mom, even her dad was like, Mom, this, this is some good grass to ground in. And so my daughter proceeded to take my shoes off. Yeah, my daughter is beautiful. I love my baby girl. I love all my children, but my daughter is just like, she wants so much the best for me. But she's like, Mom, take your shoes off. You know, when I tell you I took my shoes off and I just walked around in that grass and just cheered on my grandbaby. And when I tell you, when I put my shoes back on and when it was over, when the field day was over, field day. When I was walking back to the car, I felt like I was walking on cotton. Yeah, I felt like I was walking on cotton. I kid you not. So I know that it really works. It really gets the toxic out of you. I told my daughter as I was walking, I said, I feel like I am literally walking on cotton. It's almost like the angels had me by my arms and was just helping me. You know, like I was on a puppet. And I was just walking to the car. Yeah. So ground yourself, okay? And Spirit guys, give me another card for Taurus, okay? Bravery as well. Okay, Spirit is like bravery. And it says you're being asked to make a tough decision. Some of you need to be brave about this tough decision and it makes sense because Spirit guys want you to first ground yourself, okay? Get out your head, okay? Whatever, this is going to help you kind of clear your mind up some, okay? Now you have bravery here, which bravery is saying you're being asked to make a tough decision that you've been putting off because of fear. So whatever you've been in your head about and whatever you've been in fear of making a decision, okay, this grounding is going to help you out so much better, okay? And it says, because of fear, which is understandable. But you do have the strength and the bravery to make this decision. And you will feel so much lighter when you do. And it's ironic that I told you after I grounded, I felt like I was walking on cotton, right? And so this decision, once you ground yourself and you get, you ground yourself and get out of your head about a decision that you're trying to make. This is whatever this decision is that you need to make, you have some fear about it. Sometimes change, it doesn't mean that's a bad decision. It's just that sometimes change, when we have to go through a transformation of change, it's like kind of scary, kind of put a little fear in us. So that grounding will help you a lot, okay? And it says once you get out your head, ground yourself, and you will be able to make this decision. And when you make this decision, you're going to feel so much lighter. And I said that, okay? All right, Spirit guys, give me one more card for Taurus. I love you guys. And I said it. And I said it. And I said it. Change. Okay? This change, this transformation that you're going through, that a decision that you're going to have to make, it is going to, it's for some of y'all, it's a little scary because change is uncomfortable for you, Taurus, because you pretty much like things to stay the way that they are. You are not a person of change. You do not adapt very well when it comes down to shifting, okay? So, it's saying, Spirit, Universe, God is saying, you're being asked to change a part of yourself that no longer feels like the person you become or becoming. Change isn't always easy, and it's not, okay? But letting go of this outdated part of yourself will allow you to align with your true self, okay? So it's definitely a change here. Let's get into it. For some of you, yeah, you done been, some of you is making a decision, to walk away from somebody. Okay, it's a tough decision, walking away from a partnership. Okay, this is a very tough decision for some of y'all, making the decision to walk away from somebody. It is not easy. Okay. And I feel like, yeah, but it has caused you a lot of heartbreak. Okay. A lot of pain. Okay. With being with this person has caused a lot. And the change of the fear is the change that, that you're not prepared for, but you've been all in your head about it and you need to ground so you can get a better understanding. And you know it's something better else out here for you. You do not deserve to be treated in such manner that you are being treated. Okay, so you already know there's something else out here better for you. And it's like, this is not it. You're so tired of the heartbreak and everything, but Spirit Guides, God wants you to not put this off based off of fear, based off of maybe this is somebody that you were in a connection with for years. Okay, for years, 18 years. Okay, this could have been somebody you shared a lot of history with. Okay, and now you have to make that change. Okay, whether this is a job, a partnership, or this is a person. Okay, it does not matter. Long length of time is very relevant in this reading. Okay, for some of you it may not even be a long length of time. It can just be enough of time that you have encountered a lot of heartbreak within the 3 years. For some of y'all, it could be 3 years of pain, 3 years of or 8 years, however it goes. Okay, it's like you're so tired of this. For some of you, you could have walked away from a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Water sign is very heavy here. Also, you could have walked away from a fire sign as well. And this change is something that you're going to have to prepare yourself, because it is going to happen. And it is a matter of happening. It has expired. It is time. It's time for you to be brave about it. Be strong about it. You know what I'm saying? Be strong. And once you get out of your head about it and make this decision that has been very tough for you, I promise you're going to feel so much lighter. You're going to feel so much lighter, because the pressure, the burden, the pressure, the pain, you are getting away from that. Okay, yeah, the pain, the pressure, the pain from the past, being stuck in the past, the pain, the pressure, you know what I'm saying, the hurt, the exhaustion. You're tired, you are exhausted from so much going on in your past. Okay, Taurus. And it has allowed you not to move forward. It has actually have made you second guess and in fear of leaving this situation or leaving this person. And that this situation has served you no purpose. Okay, and so sometimes we have to realize in life, that we have to change a part of ourselves. That means that you have to realize that you are worth more than what you are receiving in your life, okay? From this individual, from this job, whatever it is. It don't matter, whatever it is, okay? It has caused you a lot of pain, 10 years of pain, exhaustion, exhausted, okay? And I feel like some of you have been looking for something else, maybe looking for another job, looking for, there's something better else, a job, a person. You're waiting on, your ships to come in. Yeah, it's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. That outdated part of you is no longer there. It's time to end it. It's time to let it go, okay? Yeah, it's time to close the chapter. Time for you to get in your boss energy. A lot of you have closed the chapter, closed the cycle, and you are back in control of your life, okay? You're back, you ended it, okay? Some of you have came out of the dark night of the souls. If you wonder, am I out of it? You are out of the dark night of the soul, okay? And this transformation is very, it can be very scary sometimes, but you made it out, okay? You went through the darkness into the closing that cycle, into the boss energy, into control, back in control of your life, okay? You closed the cycle out. Okay, you closed the cycle out. You finally made that change and started going towards getting your power back. For some of you, you decided to leave a company and go out on your own, go and get your own business. Okay, for some of you, you bossed up. You bossed up back in authority of your life. You bossed up and realized that you control your destiny. You bossed up, you closed the cycle, you ended it. You're not the same person you used to be. Remember, everybody's on different timelines. For some of y'all, this already happened. For some of you, this coming up in the right now. This is happening. Some of you, it's coming up in your near future, okay? But you're bossed up. You're in your boss energy. And sometimes, even when we're not even when we know that there is change, it has to change, even though we know that a situation has expired and we still try to hold on to it, right? But you finally let go and walked away, and I'm so proud of you. Whoever you are, you let go and you are in your own boss energy. You are leveling up. You have leveled up. You're on your way to leveling up. You're being very picky about your ships coming in. You're not just jumping at the first boat that pulls up, okay? A lot of you went through a lot of deceit, a lot of lies, a lot of deceit, a lot of cheating, you went through a lot of betrayal, okay? Some of it you knew about, a lot of it you didn't, but it was betrayal, right? And so after a while, you get tired, don't you? You get sick and tired, right? And now you're about to get all your wishes is about to come true. Whatever the pain that you went through, this pain that you went through did not go in vain. You are now, it's been a long time coming for some of y'all. It's been a long time coming. Long time coming for you to leave this person. A long time coming for you to leave this job. A long time coming. You finally broke free from this pain, from this exhaustion. Okay, some of you are worried all in your head right now trying to make this decision, but you're going to do it. Excuse me. You're finally moving away from rough waters, 6 of Swords, and you're moving right over to the calmer waters. You're moving right over to calm water. And some of you like I say, for some of you, I didn't realize that I would feel so good, Miss Paul's thoughts and energy. I didn't realize that I had been holding myself back. And once I got away from this situation, I felt like I had a whole new set of lungs. A whole new set of lungs that I could breathe. That you could breathe, Yeah, recovering from being treated wrong, healing, recovering from being left out in the cold, dogged out and taken for granted. You never thought that you'd be able to actually breathe fresh air. Some of you could have moved to a location that the air is so free that wherever you at, it's just a whole new found of oxygen. you know. And you did a lot of healing, pouring into yourself. You said, I'm not putting up with any bull crap, any bush anymore. Okay. And it's a beautiful thing when you allow the change to take place in your life. It's a beautiful thing when you allow change to happen, to unfold like it should. And I know and I get it that it can be scary. It can feel, there can be a little fear, and that's understandable. But when you realize that, my God, it can't be no worse than what I'm already going through. It can't be no worse than what I'm already going through, right? It cannot be any worse than what I'm already going through. I can't do nothing but go up from here. I can't do nothing but rise to the top from this which I was going through. So you look at the situation, right? You look at it. You look at your life. And you look at what this situation has caused you. And in this situation caused you a lot of pain, a lot of exhaustion, a lot of burdens, a lot of heavy weight. Okay? And it's time. Let's get some confirmation here, Taurus. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, you are ascending. Let's see that? The bottom of the deck, you are ascending. You are ascending. New phase in your life. Congratulations, you have leveled up to a new phase. This person, whoever you was dealing with, they had you a key on the ring. They were stringing you along just so you would not get far. They were just doing what they were doing to you just so you would not move forward, Taurus. They was just stringing you along. They never intended to do right or be right by your side. They were just in it to string you along to get what they wanted, okay? You know? Yeah, and it's so sad. You know what I'm saying? How people can love bomb you and treat you and just breadcrumb you and string you along, and knowing that their intentions that they really don't want to be with you, but because they see there could be some benefit I can get from you, I'ma stay with you. Yeah. Yeah, some people come into your life because they could see, even though they don't want you, they really don't want you, or this person really don't like you, but they see there's a benefit that they can get from you. So they figure that let me string him along or string her along. And so therefore, yeah, I can get something from her or him. Yeah. Stringing you along, the keys on a ring. Stringing you along. But see, you have risen from the phoenix. You have risen. You have moved up to a new phase in your life because you walked away. You walked out of the fire. You walked out of the fire and you walked right into your glory, into your phase, into your purpose. And you took a chance and you changed your perspective and you got out of this and you rose and you rose and you rised above the phoenix that they thought that you would never get out of. They never expected for you to rise above. And you did just that. You rose above, out of the fire, out of the storm, out of the storm. You rise above this, above the ashes, above this so-called situationship, whatever it was, that they thought that you was never going to change. They thought that, oh, you gonna stay with him forever. Oh, girl, you ain't gonna never leave him. Or he say, oh, you ain't gonna never leave me. Oh, you can't do without me. Or she said, you ain't don't nobody want you. He said, nobody wants you. You ain't going nowhere. You with me for life. And you rose above the ashes and you rose to the phoenix. You went through the fire and you rised above this situation. Ain't that something? Ain't that something when people doubt you? Isn't that something when people doubt you and say that, oh, you will never change, or you ain't never do this and you will never do that? And yeah, at one point in time, you was afraid of your own self because at one point in time, you didn't believe that you can do it, did you? At one time, you allowed their words to really create in your reality. At one point in time, the words that they said at one point in time, whether it's your mama, daddy, sister, brother, family, whoever it was, it don't even matter. At one point in time, you actually believe that maybe I can't do it until one day you rose above the ashes and the fire. Yeah, you walked through that fire, baby. You Phoenix, you rose above. And it says, new phase, transformation, growth, change mind. The Phoenix. Yeah. Soulmate connection. Some of you are going to meet your soulmate real soon. Some of you are going to meet your soulmate real soon. Yeah, some of you are going to go on a date real soon with somebody. Let's get some wisdom here, Taurus. So, they said some of you, they said you'd never do it. They said, they depended on you to be there the whole time. They really depended on you to be right there with them, with her, with him. Until one day you change and you change your whole perspective, change your mindset, transformation. You walk through the fire. You're Phoenix, okay? Some of you broke generational curses. You broke it. You rose above. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. You rose above the ashes. You rose above your past and allowed the cycle to end with you. You said that stops right here. You will no longer manipulate me. You would no longer put me down and degrade me. You would no longer try to brainwash my mind. The curse stops here. The curse stops here. The curse stops here. Okay? Breaking generational curse. I want you to put in a comment, the curse stops here. You broke the generational curse because these are people in the past that said the past now. When I tell you the past, they wanted you to be stuck in the past. The relationships that you had been in for so long, they just knew you were never going to end. They just knew you was there for life. And you changed, you showed up and you changed, didn't you? You got into your own power, baby. Your own power. You had an epiphany. You did some soul searching. Your judgment came, baby. You had an epiphany. You had an aha moment like, oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. I have been with you for 30 years. Yeah, I have been with you for 10 years, 8 years. Yeah, I've been with you for 15 years. Yeah, I've been with you for 25 years. Yeah, I did because I loved you. I saw something in this marriage, in this relationship, in this job. Yeah, I love where I was at the time. But when I had an epiphany and realized that you didn't give a damn about me, that the only reason that you were with me because of what you can get from me, and not only that, because you knew that it was cheaper to keep me because we had children, and you realized that it was easier for you to keep me, but you was making me miserable. Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of men are with a woman right now because they got children bound and they say, oh my goodness, I'm going to stay with her because it's cheaper to keep her. But a lot of women waking up say, I don't want your ass here. I don't need you to be here to keep us. We'll be all right. A lot of men stay right there because they don't want to pay no more than what they have to. But baby, you say, I don't give a darn about if we got children together or not. It ain't going to be no it's cheaper to keep her. Because if I leave her, I'm gonna have to. But you said you gonna pay regardless. But if you stand here because of the kids and to make me miserable, that's the only reason why you here, to make me miserable, knowing that you a dog, knowing that you a liar, knowing that you all this, and you gonna stay here to make me miserable like you doing me a favor. You ain't doing me a favor. Let me show you A lot of y'all women and men, I don't care how it go, take what resonate, reverse the role. A lot of you say, I'm about to pull up out of this fire. It ain't gonna be cheaper to keep me no more. It ain't gonna be cheaper to keep her because you gonna pay regardless. Because I'm about to leave your ass. Some men are in a marriage because they say it's cheaper to keep her. Why buy the cow when milk is free? Or why buy the milk when the cow, however you want to put it. And a lot of y'all, women or men, however it goes, said, I don't need your ass to be here with me because you say it's cheaper to keep me when you treat me like a dog, but you staying in it and making me miserable. You gonna pay regardless. And a lot of you decided to leave. And you done it because of the kids. Because if we got kids together and you just staying here to make me miserable, and only because if I leave your ass, you might have to pay out a little bit more than what you doing now, or you about to pay. See, those days are over with it's cheaper to keep her. Women, men, whoever, however it goes, whoever has custody of the children, it don't matter. When you realize that the person only there to make your life even more of a hell and they just doing it what benefits them, yeah, you realize it's time for a change. This has expired. And you know the thing about it? A lot of times the kids is in agreement with you. Let's go, mama. Let's go, daddy. Okay, give me more spirit. You had an epiphany, and it says, every day is a day to learn or discover something new. No matter how small or great, knowledge is power. You had a epiphany. Oh, that's why you here. That's the only reason why you here with me all these years, because I done buried about 5 children, 7 children, 4 children, 3 children with you, and you say it's cheaper. I better stay here because it's cheaper to keep her. When you don't even love me, you don't even treat me right, you don't even treat me how I deserve to be treated, but you're here with me because of that. You can go. You can leave. Yeah, you had an epiphany and you walked away. You rose above the ashes. And now it's your time. My God. My God. It is your time. It's your time to shine and be all the Creator has created you to be. Seize this day. It's your time, sweetheart, sir. You have rose above the ashes. Your intuition, your gut. I know this change may be a little fearful, and that is to be expected, because it is called change. It is to be expected. But when enough is enough, enough is enough. And it says, always trust your gut. With this decision that's hard for some of y'all to make, trust your gut. The universe is constantly speaking to us. Will you choose to listen? I'm Positive Thoughts and Energy, my beautiful Tauruses. In my readings, there are lessons, blessings, and confirmations. You just have to be vigilant and listen to the message. Sometimes in life, when we have been somewhere for such a long time, or been with someone for such a long time, and we know that it has expired, and we still keep holding on, knowing that it is time to go. And a lot of times we overthink it. until sometimes some of us sabotage it and think our way out of it and decide to stay because it's familiar. And sometimes Spirit Guides God will keep pushing you until you come out of it. Change is good sometimes. We must shed off things. But when things come to an end, everything has an expiration date on it. No matter what it is. You look at it as, I'm bettering myself. I'm bettering myself to do better and to move on forward in my life. And in this reading, you went through the fire. You rose above the ashes. You walked away when people said you'll never leave, or you'll never change, or you'll never do this, or you'll never do this, or you'll never do that. But you did it. You rose above a new phase in your life. And you left the old behind. For some of you, you about to make that decision. For some of you, this is coming in your near future. That it took a while. It took a while for you to leave this individual person. That was your soulmate, but sometimes one don't want to do better. And sometimes people stay in things that would benefit them. But you left and you ascended. For some of you, you have already met your soulmate. You're in a new, you're about to go on a date. Some of you already done met your soulmate and you're happy. You're so glad you walked away from the old and you're into the new. For some of you, you're going through this. Okay, some of you, this is going to come up in your life where you're going to have to make a hard decision to leave something you've been with for so many years. But the question is, what do you think you are deserving of? It's up to you. I'm Positive Thoughts and Energy. I love you guys. Think about it. Until next time.